So this left off, but basically I want to finish school in 6 years. No, I'm just kidding. Love them both equally. They're my best. Hi, like with the community that you're attending this group. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to do a little Q&A, which I've never filmed before, so I'm excited. It should be fun. Ray is literally sitting right here too. So it's going to be funny. You can put in any input that you might have.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be fun. Never filmed something like this before, but I thought it would be fun to kind of switch it up a little bit. So I posted on my Instagram story and I asked for people to just ask me questions about literally anything in life. It could be like college, faith, friends based, any questions they may have. And we're just going to get right into the video. Don't forget to subscribe down below and please give this video a thumbs up if you guys like this kind of video, and let's get into it. I don't think I'm going to say the person's name that asked the question, but if it's like directed toward me, then I'm going to say it. So like Maverick said hi from Lily, and hi Lily, I miss you a lot. One of the questions was, what do you plan on doing with your major? So my plan right now is to hopefully graduate in 3 years, crossing my fingers, and to get my accounting degree, just my bachelor's degree, and then hopefully go to law school after for 3 years and become a lawyer or do something with accounting, but the point of going to law school is to become a lawyer. So that's kind of my plan right now, but I don't know if I'm going to feel like I still want to become a lawyer after I get my accounting degree, so we'll kind of just see how everything works out and what the Lord's plans are, because I have no idea. But for right now, that's my current plan. And I want to graduate in 3 years because then I'll only have to go to school for 6 years. Okay, I was cut off because my memory card was full, but I think we're up and at 'em again. And so I don't know exactly where I left off, but basically I want to finish school in 6 years instead of 7 years if I can, if I do decide to go to law school. But we'll see what happens. I have no idea. I could become an accountant at literally 21 years old, which would be kind of crazy. That just feels really young, but also it could be fun and exciting. So we'll see what happens. My sister's boyfriend asked who my favorite sister is. And I love both my sisters very much. I have an older sister and her name's Taya. She's 22. And I have a younger sister named Lily, and she's 16. I'd say my favorite sister, no, I'm just kidding. They both have pros and cons. So Taya's pro is she's like super kind and thoughtful, and she's like an amazing artist. She's so good with kids, all these things. Her con is that she lives in North Dakota. And then Lily's pros, she's very genuine and kind and like sweethearted and like disciplined. And her con is that she lives in South Dakota. And I wouldn't really say that I have a favorite sister. So I love them both equally. They're my best friends. And Rhea. Ooh, someone asked, what are my thoughts on KU football? I'm gonna be
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just kidding, not boo. Just, we gotta tighten up, boys.
Yeah, so I'm probably not the right person to ask. I'm definitely more of a basketball girl. But I think that we're definitely not performing as well as we should be. And I think we really need to lock in, especially if we want to get Arrowhead, like, and continue having it. Like, we can't lose that privilege because then we can't play football. So we need to kind of figure it out here. But also football's hard, and I don't get everything about football. But I think that if we just really work together as a team and work together for the greater good, which is getting the win, then we'll be a lot better. So the question was, do I like being in a sorority? And the answer is yes, I really do love being in a sorority. I think it's so fun to be surrounded by so many girls that are so like empowering, and they all want to lead, and they're really like motivated and disciplined people, and I think that's really, really cool. Everyone is seriously like so nice, and they seem really genuine. You always have someone that you can go do something with if you want to, like especially during the day. Like there's always so many people willing to go eat lunch or go get dinner at the house, or like if you want to just go on a walk, or like literally sit by someone in class. Like it's a really good bonding thing. And I think even just Greek life and like it's a lot easier to make friends, I feel like, with people when you're like, oh, I'm a Theta, and then they could be like, oh, I'm a Kappa, and then you guys can kind of bond over the fact that you're both in a sorority, which I think can be really, really fun. My mom asked, how do you stay grounded in your faith while attending college? I think that this is a really good question. Something that's really helped me is Rhea. She's also really, really strong in her faith. And so like I remember the first week of recruitment, and we would wake up at like 5 in the morning and literally just put on worship music and like read our Bibles, and that was something that I was like, okay, she's obviously like very strong in her faith. And I think it also like really helps, and every single morning she'll get up and read her Bible, which is like good for me to see. I think also putting yourself out there and attending like the different campus ministries, at least at KU there's literally so many. There's so many things. They advertise really well. They like put like little chalk on the sidewalk and stuff, and we'll be like, hey, this campus ministry is doing this at 8 o'clock. I think that throughout the first few weeks, like really try to put yourself out there. I get it's tiring. Like we went through recruitment and then started school like the day after that, and we're just full blown thrown into everything. But it's such a good experience, and put yourself out there, and I think that will really help you stay grounded. Also, just like finding a church community, that can definitely be a process. I found a church that I really like. It is really hard.
Even like a Sunday church is kind of hard. Like
it is.
I used to go to one that was like a 30-minute drive. That was the same. That was the same as mine. Back home, but today I just tried a new one, which I actually really liked. And I went by myself, so I just walked in by myself and like sat in chairs by myself. The pastor like came up to me and like introduced himself. Yeah, it was cool.
That's so sweet.
But I feel like it's also just like trying to just go out, even if it's like by yourself, which is scary. Like
you'll meet like just say hi. Like with the community that you're attending these groups in, like they're gonna be nice people. They're going to be welcoming and like inclusive. Like challenge I went to one night, this group on campus, and I didn't know anyone. I just walked up to a group of girls like, hey guys, introduced myself, and bam. We hung out the whole night. Someone also said, best advice to stay consistent in your faith at college. I think just doing your best to get in your word daily. Listening to worship music is huge for me personally. I'm a huge music person, and the amount of steps that we get like walking from class to class and literally everyone on campus is absurd. So if you just put in your headphones and a lot of time listen to worship music, I think that's something that makes me feel so connected to God and just like really feel his presence, and I love that so much. Also, I think surrounding yourself with like someone or a couple of people that are also really grounded really helps you stay consistent. But I think that this is the perfect opportunity to like be a light as best as you can, and you're meeting like there's 30,000 people that go to KU, so the amount of people that don't know Jesus or like could be touched from someone just like being a light and being genuine and kind, whoops, let's not throw that, is surreal. Like it's insane. There's so many people.
And I think someone
keep grabbing my foot.
What?
Foot fetish.
Stop. Okay, someone told me that like obviously college it's like hard because like we're just in a place where we may not find our community that we might have back at home, and so this is more of like a chance to like be closer with God and like have a growth period with him. Someone like it's just like this is like part of like the suffering, and then when you come out on the other end, like when you maybe go home to your community, it's like seeing the change like in the time that you've like been able to spend with God like now. I think is really impactful. So just
That's
like
so good.
suffering and like sometimes just being the light even when it's like hard. I feel like it's like consistent.
And it's fun. Like
It's fun,
in
yeah.
my opinion, like you can still go out and about and do things and do them in a way that's like Jesus. Like you can really honestly, I think, go out and do basically anything and in some way still be pointing back to Jesus.
Yeah.
So like if you want to go out and about, have yourself a time. I personally do not drink. That's just a personal thing. Someone asked, what is it like having a relationship with Christ but also being in a going out culture? Which is kind of what I was actually just talking about that. That's a really good question. Honestly, I do not go out. Like we have not gone out actually once.
Sometimes we just feel like going to like Sonic maybe.
Yeah, we
instead of
just do different things. So like last night we literally went to Sonic. It was like 11 o'clock at night and we were like, let's go to Sonic.
And we watched a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it was so
What?
fun. So I think if you find a roommate that like has similar values as you, that's
Or
amazing.
even just friends.
Yes, because if your roommate doesn't and maybe you like don't get along with your roommate, like that's a bummer. But you'll find people that do and just go hang out in their room. I honestly haven't even felt it's that hard. Honestly, I think that I came into college with pretty solid like ground and knowing kind of where I stood on everything. And I think if you just like stand with what you really believe in, I think you'll be great. What is your favorite memory so far in college? That's hard though.
I know.
Sorority recruitment was just like a bonding experience. I love everyone in our Rogue Gamma group. That was so fun. I would say 301 night was definitely an interesting night. We did go out that night actually. Yeah. One of my favorite was the first football game we went to. We met these people. Fun. It was so fun. We were out till like 1 in the morning on like a Friday night or Thursday night. We did class the next day. It was so fun. We were like in the middle of Kansas City at some random like Sonic with these people that we didn't know at the time. But it was so fun. Like seriously a really fun experience. So we played sand volleyball. We literally were like dancing in the rain. Like I just think college is really fun.
I think it's fun.
It's so fun.
It's like the little things that make it fun. It's not like the big moments. Just like the random stuff that you do.
That's so true. Oh, I tried this new coffee shop yesterday. That was really good. It's called 151. It's amazing. Someone said, do you miss playing softball? No, honestly, I do not at all, which I was so surprised about, but I do not miss it, like, at all.
Volleyball?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised because I played for 14 years of my life. I think I feel very at peace with my decision, and I realize how busy I am now, and I'm like, if I played softball, like, I don't even know how I'd be a functioning human. Kudos to all the, like, D1 athletes, especially because how much time you guys put in everything is insane, like, in the best way possible. Ava asks, is Ava your favorite from softball? My favorite second baseman. Dude, we had so much fun. The next question is college life what you expected / hoped it would be? Why or why not? I feel like I went to college life not really having, like, huge expectations. Like, I just didn't know what I was getting myself into. I was a little nervous. I'm, like, 6 hours from home, so a little ways away, but not too bad or anything. I thought Ray and I were going to be really good friends just from, like, the conversations that we'd already had, so I was excited about that. I was excited but nervous for sorority recruitment because I didn't really know anything about sororities, but it happened to be, like, such a good experience. I would say it kind of is what I expected. Like, I expected it to just be a really fun experience where obviously I knew school was going to be challenging. I think school's harder than I thought it was going to be. That's something I wasn't expecting. I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't realize the amount of actual work that we'd have to do was, like, kind of insane. There's always something to do, which I guess I wasn't expecting. Like, no matter what day of the week, what time it is, there's always something going on at campus, or always a function, or always, like, something to go do with your friends. Which, like, I love Lawrence. There's so much to do here, like, so many good restaurants, so I love it. It's better than what I expected. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much pressure is there to drink? The societal pressure, I think, is, like, different. So for me, I seriously have not felt pressure to drink, like, literally once. Like, no one's ever been like, oh, you need to drink. Like, I
literally not at all.
Never.
I don't think anyone said that to me.
Never. Like, if I know I'm gonna be at something that there's probably gonna be drinking, like, that's, like, one of the first things that I'll say is, like, I don't drink. Just, like, there's not any, like, question about it, or, like, just get it out there. And everyone's always so, like, respectful and nice about it. So I don't think there's pressure to drink. I think, like, the pressure that I feel to drink is on myself. I'm like, oh, everyone else is drinking, I feel like I should be drinking too, and then I'm like, wait, no, I don't need to drink.
It's like more of like the idea of like, oh, since everyone's doing this and it looks fun, then you associate drinking with being fun, and then it's like where you feel like you're missing out on that aspect.
Exactly. Hardest, easiest, best, and worst parts about moving to college. Love you, Queen. I love you too. Hardest part, definitely being away from my family. I am very family oriented, so that's been definitely a challenge. But other than that, things have been great. Best part about college, the, like, freedom. Like, the fact that I don't have to do my assignment if it's due. Like, I just don't have to, and I can just go out and do something. Will I do it? 100%, because it stresses me out not to. But just, like, the idea of, like... the fact that we like to drive to Sonic at, like, 10:30 at night. Yeah.
Like, that's what I enjoy.
No, it's so nice, literally. The easiest part, meeting people, honestly. Like, I'm not saying you're meeting your best friends, like, right now. But, like, I feel like I've already met some of my best friends, and it's really easy to meet people. Like, you're passing people left and right on the street, like... I've talked to random people on the street and it's fun. So, worst parts about college, just kind of that's, like, the hardest thing for me too, is just, like, being a little bit further from my family. Time management is hard. That's something that I've, like, really started trying to lock in on, is you have to, like, really be good at time managing. So, otherwise,
I'll tell you, yeah, the
crazy.
Exams, like, the fact that they're so big.
The exams are just, like,
overwhelming.
Essentially your whole entire grade, so it's really scary. Okay, someone said, hey Tinley, how has Jayhawk's softball team been since you are a manager there? They've been so fun. Like, it's seriously such a fun gig. Everyone there is so nice. The people in that industry, like, literally made me question what I'm doing with my life. Cause, like, wish I worked in this industry. Like, everyone is so nice and so welcoming, and I love all of them so much. Some person asked, how have you liked being a freshman in a sorority at KU? And I've really loved it. I love my sorority so much. Everyone's been really, really nice and really welcoming, so it's been a really good experience. And I think that there's just, like, a lot of really nice quality people in it. And like I said, you always have someone to go do something with, which is really, really fun. Like, if you want to go get ice cream, but maybe, like, Ray is not here, like, if I wanted to, I could just text out and someone would want to go get ice cream with me, and I just think that's really fun. Lily goes, how much do you miss your sister? Lily, I miss you bunches. Tay, I also miss you bunches. I miss you guys both so much. You guys should both come visit us. And you can stay in our dorm. On our floor. Or you can sleep in my bed. Well, one of you can. But yeah, thank you guys so much. That's going to be a wrap to today's Q&A, because I think that was actually pretty long. But hopefully you guys got some insight or some entertainment from this or something from it. Thank you guys. If you guys did ask questions, thank you so much for asking them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Just know that I love you so much. Jesus loves you so much. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.